Go ahead.
Oh, all right. So, Frieza versus Madara. We wanted to make this its own video. Um, I told Tex before the recording I'm going to be muting my mic periodically because I have a cough and I don't want to cough in you guys' ears. So, like I said, we're doing Frieza versus Madara. Yeah, you got anything, Tex?
No, you pretty much covered most of that. We're gonna do the multiple forms, so all four forms of Frieza, and we picked out four different versions of Madara to go over.
Right. So do you want to do Frieza's first transformation, like base Frieza,
Yeah, base
versus the
Frieza
Edo
versus
Tensei?
Edo Tensei Madara.
Alright, you got anything?
I mean, you can go ahead and start, and then I'll rebuttal with Edo Tensei. Do you want me to go for Naruto and then you go for Dragon Ball, like we did the last time?
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're gonna cover our respective favorites. You know, you're Team Naruto, I'm Team Dragon Ball. So, um,
Hashtag
I'm just
Kakarot
gonna
sucks.
fuck you. I'm gonna start by saying, Frieza fucks. He demolishes this version. The first transformation of Frieza fucks this version of Madara up.
You think so?
I just think, dude, he's so much faster, dude. Like in all respective transformations, he's just so much faster
Yeah, but
compared
in
to
this
Madara.
first form, the Edo Tensei form, Madara went in the Susanoo and literally fought the five Kage at once.
Yeah, but you don't think Frieza has that kind of speed?
I mean, I really think. I mean, it's not really just about speed though, because when you think about it, when they tried speed blitzing him, they used Inoki and the Raikage, and they barely even cracked the Susanoo. With Inoki like lightning the Raikage and the Raikage moving as fast as he could, they barely even cracked it.
Alright. So, see, this is where it just fucking sucks for me, dude. Basically, because all my guys are nerfed, so we can't fuck with power. Um, but so you're saying that Madara can handle his speed?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say handle it. I just don't think he would have to do anything. Once he pulls out the Susanoo, it's kind of just a shield that Frieza would end up constantly running into nonstop.
And you don't think he has anything that can get by that?
Not in first form, not in first transformation.
You don't think any of his like energy blasts can get through that?
Nah, dog.
All right.
But I definitely
Moving
think
on.
like when you get into like second transformation is still kind of iffy, but that because that's when he fights
Piccolo.
yeah, Piccolo and Krillin. But like third formation, yeah, I think that's blowing through Susanoo all day long.
Based off what?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the difference between that one and the others?
Well, first off, he grew in size ridiculously. Had the big
That's
spikes
true.
on his back and on his head. He had like that odd long head.
Yeah.
And that's he basically just dirted fucking Piccolo at that point.
Yeah, Piccolo couldn't fuck with him at that point. He was handling him in second transformation. Like, he was putting up a really good fight. But once he switched, it was just game over. Let me just say this. Okay, do you think that... Alright, so say... This is just a question, a little bit off topic, but it's not. Because it's still within anime. Do you think, since Piccolo was doing so well against second transformation Frieza, that he would do good against that version of Madara?
I mean, yeah, it would have to stand.
Okay. All right, that's all I wanted to ask. I was just curious at what you thought. So basically, what you're saying is this version of Madara, Edo Tensei Madara, you're saying first and second transformation can't mess with it.
I'm on the fence with second.
Why is that?
Because in second he does get stronger and faster. He's uh that's when he overpowers Vegeta, mortally wounds Krillin. Because that's when he stabbed Krillin with the horn on his head.
Yeah, that is when he did that. He did that because he just like rushed him, didn't he? Bum rushed him.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like a fight. That was the first thing that happened in that form.
Right. All right then. So
So yeah, I'd say second would probably beat it too. Beat Edo Tensei.
all right. So all right. But let's just go back to the original. So you're saying first transformation wouldn't.
No, I think first transformation's losing that.
All right. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Okay. So you want to move on to second?
Yeah, second would be the Rene Rebirth, Madara.
Mm-hmm. And versus second transformation Frieza when he has the horns.
Yep.
What are your initial thoughts?
So this is kind of where the physical limitations from the Edo Tensei get lifted for Madara, and this is also where he gets the Hashirama cells with the Zetsu.
Right.
So, what else was he at this point? I'm pretty sure he was able to use Sage Chakra. Obviously, he had the Sharingan. I feel like the Sharingan really negates a lot of the speed that.
Madara didn't have eyes in this one, did he?
In which one?
In the second form that we're talking about.
No, he didn't. At least I don't
Okay.
think he did. I don't think he had the Sharingan. Now that I think about it, hold on. Yeah, I can't see. I don't see any pictures of him. Oh yeah, he did have a Sharingan.
He did in this
Yeah,
form?
he did.
Okay. Now, in this link here um that you sent me, it says in this form, he absorbs Sage Chakra from Hashirama, boosting his sensory perception and strength. Madara loses his eyes, but Zetsu quickly gives him a Rinnegan. He gives a Rinnegan to him.
Yeah, but that's when he starts to get into the Ten Tails mode.
Gotcha.
Because that's when he starts using the clones to get all the tailed beasts to do the thing to the statue.
The invisible clones?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so this version versus second transformation Frieza, your first thoughts?
Hold on. Let me stop the recording for a second.
What's going on this
Alright,
version versus that version?
I picked up on the recording. Sorry about that.
Alright. Yes, sir.
Let's see.
So this version versus my version, what you got?
I think it's gonna have to go second form, Frieza. To be honest with you,
Why?
just the speed.
You think the speed just overweighs everything?
Yeah, because at this point in the war arc for Naruto, you don't really see Madara using that much of the Susanoo either. That's usually just in the Edo Tensei.
Right. Alright, so
But the one
do you
thing I
want
will say to this version is at this point in Naruto, he's using that version to control, what was it, 7 of the tailed beasts at once with
to...
ease. So that's kind of the only feat that he's got going for him in a positive way against Frieza.
But overall, you think Frieza still wins this one?
Yeah.
Alright, so what do we got? We got 1-1 right now?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, because I agree that I think Madara first transformation would beat Frieza's first transformation in this scenario, just because like everything's even almost when it
Yeah.
comes to brute strength. Because obviously, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory that Dragon Ball Z characters are stronger than Naruto characters.
Stop hyping yourself up, dog.
I'm just saying. I had to get that off. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
For like the
Anyway,
third time this video, you're just so obsessed over that one fact.
because I gotta remind you that we gotta nerf my guys to be able to fuck with your guys.
But what's funny is when we bring them to the same power levels, they just be getting dirted out here.
Because there's more. Yeah, we can get on this off camera. All right.
Alright.
So, are we gonna chalk that up? So we're going to third now.
Yeah, so right now it's what, 1-1?
Yeah, we're tied 1-1 right now.
Alright, this is when go ahead and explain Frieza's third form.
Alright, so Frieza's third form, he transformed while fighting Piccolo. Piccolo was low-key handing it to him. And once he transformed, he was way faster. Piccolo couldn't keep up. And he started to fight Krillin, I think. Fought Krillin for a little bit. Well, I don't even think they
Nah,
fought. He
nah,
just
he didn't
chased
fight
him around.
Krillin. He didn't even fight Krillin in this mode because second form transformation is where he killed Krillin.
No, he didn't kill Krillin until the last transformation when he blew him up. Remember, he got healed, and then he was chasing him around in that broken mountain.
Oh yeah. Dende healed him, but he was out of the
Yeah,
fight for a while after he got impaled.
right. So he's way faster. Strength is still off the table, so I can't say he got stronger, which he did, but he's way faster. And yeah, what you got?
He was also way bigger at this point.
He's much bigger. This
Yeah,
is his biggest form.
he like tripled his size.
Yeah, so in his second transformation, he was about About the same height as Piccolo, maybe you say, maybe a little taller,
Yeah, about the same size, a little bit taller.
and he was bigger than him in this third transformation. Spikes on his head or spikes on his back, and then big head, all that stuff. Paws. Yeah. What you got?
So this is when Madara's in Ten Tails form. He's got one Renegon at this point, and he's got control of the ghetto statue with the ten-tailed beasts, or with the tailed beasts, the nine tails, and all their chakra. Not all their chakra, but basically what it says right here, which on that paper or that website I sent you that link, he basically had the true seeking orbs at this point, but we're not gonna count that until he gets into stage of six pass mode. But right under that it says which enabled him to create the impenetrable defense and turn anything into dust. So that's only from those true seeking orbs. So this we're just looking at him having control of the ghetto statue and the tailed beast chakra with the Renegon.
Right. So no orbs.
No orbs.
Okay. Um. So based off that, which way are you leaning?
So you don't see a lot of the what do I want to call them? The Renegon jutsus in the war arc, but he's able to do them, right? Like the planetary devastation, the shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like just him having those abilities makes it much harder for Frieza.
You don't think he'd be fast enough to get away from those things?
I mean, he could, but then he's gonna have to deal with the same issue that a lot of people in Boruto deal with when they fight Sasuke, like where he switches places with him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I see what you're saying there. But also, I think when, like, for planetary devastation, for example, when he uses that, I think Frieza can just simply just, like, blow all the shit up that's coming towards him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because he's fast enough to be able to, he has the reflexes in this transformation to be able to do something like that.
right. But then you run into the issue of because that when Madara was in Ten Tails mode, he was also had enhanced reflexes. With the Renegon, he also got access to the thing. What was it called? Pain did it to the Leaf Village, where they were basically just extracting souls from people and putting them in the statue.
Oh shit.
So like now that's
Uh,
something that Frieza's gonna have to worry about if Madara gets his hands on him.
oh shit, dude, I forgot about that. But what if he just keeps his distance? You don't think he can, in the long range fight, you don't think he can, you know what I mean?
I mean, in the long range fight, he probably could, but it's not like a. I don't think he would win in a long range fight. I think he would basically just be buying time until Madara gets close.
And here's my thing too, which is leaning towards you, is that we we have been informed that Frieza can't detect uh, where people are using like he can't see where they are by their
Yeah,
energy.
yeah, he can't sense energy without a scouter.
Right. He's not like in our last video with Vegeta and Sasuke, like agreed that like Vegeta has the reflexes to keep up with Sasuke because of that.
even though it was very underdeveloped.
Yes. So in this sense, I'm gonna lean towards you when I'm talking about the long range fight because sure, Frieza might have the long range advantage, but he also has a slight disadvantage because he cannot locate where they are by sensing their energy without a scouter. And at
Right,
this point in time, he doesn't have a scouter.
right. And to play off of that and make that even worse for Frieza, at this point, Madara has the Hashirama cells, so he can just turn the entire battlefield into woods, making it even harder for Frieza to see where he's at.
Exactly. So in that sense, I'm gonna lean towards your guy. Um, he does have the speed, but I don't think the speed will be enough to outweigh what Madara can do at this point in time.
Plus, like, just thinking about battle awareness, Madara's is just unmatched.
Well, I mean, Frieza does have the IQ. He's been in a lot of fights,
Right, but
but
with
he,
with the
he
amount of
hasn't
fights that
fought.
Madara's been in, on top of the fact of the whole Shinobi Alliance fight that just happened, and you got to think that he's using the advantage because he's going to be able to feel the power level of Frieza where he's at.
Right, here's my thing. This is why when I said that, um, I'm still leaning towards you because yes, Frieza does have the battle IQ for this kind of fight, but you got to think up until this time, yes, he was challenged by the other Z fighters, but up until this time when he was on Namek, before Namek, he never really fought someone who gave him a run for his money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, in that sense, I'm leaning towards Madara. He Frieza is just too used to being the winner. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
he's cocky.
Yeah. So he think he yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. He wins that
So
in my
we
eyes.
so we 2-1 right now, 2-1 Madara.
Yes, we're 2-1.
All right, and this is when Mr. Madara here, I think he's gonna take the W on this one.
Um.
This one's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
Okay, so let me ask you a question then before we get into this. Which version of Frieza are we doing the one where he's like small, or are we doing the one where he's like beefed up and bulky as shit?
What do you mean?
Remember when he was fighting Goku like towards the end when Namek was like being destroyed? He
Yeah.
got like he was like the same. He was like the same version, but he was just like remember he like beefed his muscles up.
Yeah, that's the final form.
Okay, so we're using this form of him.
Yeah, here. I'll do this. Go ahead and give that a look. And you can scroll down through that. The one that I'm at is where it says related all Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Super Saiyan forms and its final form. That picture of Frieza is the one that I'm referring to.
Final form, 100% full power.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, okay. So where are you in this right now?
So at this point, you remember what the limbo clones were, right?
Um. Yes.
So at this point, he is able to Madara is able to produce 4 limbo clones,
Right.
and all of which possessing a single Renegon.
Right. Right. Yeah. Dude, I already know where this is going.
Well, you also have to look at it this way. Now he's in control of the truth-seeking orbs.
Yeah.
I mean, he basically was untouchable at that point.
Right.
I mean, Sakura attempted to destroy the eye before he got it, and it just did not plan well for her. Not that she's useful in any sense of the word.
Mhm.
But he also was bringing in the meteors. You know what I mean? The giant meteors he was bringing towards the planet.
Yeah. See, here's where I'm gonna take the L on this because when Frieza was 100%, he was able to keep up with Super Saiyan Goku, but he was not used to that form. He never perfected that form. So he quickly dropped in power because he was just so not used to having that much power. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
took a toll on him. So that's what ultimately led to his fall against Goku.
Right, and at this
So
point, this is the closest two characters will get as far as power scaling from show to show. Because at this
yeah.
point, Frieza is in the process of destroying Namek, and Madara is currently slamming the Earth with meteors and tailed beast bombs, destroying the Earth. You know what I mean?
Mhm. This is definitely like at the point of what you said. Yeah, this is definitely the closest we're gonna get.
Oh, absolutely. This is the two strongest characters to date that I've seen through Dragon Ball. And of course, we all know what Madara can do.
Yes.
All right, so where are
So
you leaning as far as like final phase Frieza versus Madara with the truth-seeking orbs and double Renegons?
it's over, dude.
You going with Madara?
Yeah, it's over. I think just based off the fact that yes, if we weren't doing what we were doing, like with the nerfing and all,
Right.
I still think like so just for this topic right here, right? We'll take that nerf off the table. Okay?
Okay.
I still think Madara would be able to hold off until Frieza started to decline,
I would
and he
agree
would
with you
still he
100%.
would he would still win.
I would agree with you
So
100%.
so in that case, I'm gonna say that Madara won.
You see? We finally have came to a common ground doing one of these videos.
You know what? I don't like it. It's fine because I don't even have to say it. We all know, all my Dragon Ball fans know out there that if this was not an easy playing field, it'd be over. So
crazy because you just said the opposite like 3 seconds ago. It's wild.
I'm saying like third transformation Frieza versus Edo Tensei Madara. Come on, man.
Dog, third transformation Frieza versus first version Madara? Come on, of course that's no contest. Fuck out of here, bro.
Oh god.
You on some nut shit, dummy.
No, you're funny as shit. Alright.
That was a good one.